I'm going to ask my friends, Astrid. Did Astrid do a good job or not? Didn't she? Thank you very much. And there's some wonderful poster holders. I don't know how you're getting home from school. I hope you have arrangements made. In the middle of all of this gathering, spring break began, right? And there's nothing that is more important than that.
Our after-school program here on campus.
All right. So some of you are able to stay, and because of the family center, that place that this is, it's full service after school as well as during school. And thank you for making the posters. Thank you for greeting me. I have to say, there's nothing that pleases me more than being on a school campus. It takes me right back to my years of being a nurse in a school district and visiting campuses looking much like this on a lovely spring break afternoon. And the anticipation of the kids can only be matched or exceeded by that of the faculty and the school officials. Getting ready for a much-needed break after a lot of weeks of pretty intensive work. But what I wanted the students to say, what I was going to pitch my remarks to the students was to say that I knew when I was fortunate enough and honored to be elected to Congress, after having spent a couple of decades with young people and their families, I knew that I was going to continue working on health care. And I had a vision of what I could see then, and now has come to fruition here in the school-based health center, that if we can bring the services really for the family to the place where they feel so familiar and welcomed already to come, that we will be doing what I know our health officials know. We will be able to integrate education and health in a way that I see here today that you are doing. And you children know, you're taking it for granted that when you come to school you can sometimes get your vaccine, your immunizations, or your H1N1 vaccine, or you can get your checkups right here. Unfortunately, this is a model, this is rare. What we want to do now is make this routine on so many school campuses, as many as we can, and I know all of the adults here can recognize that this makes every good sense in the world to replicate the beautiful thing that's happening here in the family center and in the school-based health center that's here. And so what I wanted to tell the students was that after my friend Sarah, who works with me, came to visit this center, Susan, I don't know if you remember, when she came back to Washington, D.C. This is a staff person who works on education issues with me and knows very well how committed I am on health care. She said, there's a wonderful model at Sheridan Way Elementary School and Children and Family Center where they're doing school-based health care, and this is what we wrote into the legislation. It's my amendment that's been incorporated into the bill to make school-based health centers a part of the community health delivery system. Now, somebody else could have done that too, but and should have if they didn't. But I wanted to make that connection to this school. So students and others, I hope you will say, if you can remember this after spring break, that the idea has come from this place, and it's already been acknowledged by the supervisor as being a real center in this region. So we want to use these best practices that we can see that you have really carefully developed here with a lot of cooperation, and that's what it takes. But the goal being not to make it more difficult for families to get the help they need, to make it less difficult, to bring the services right here, and to understand that one of the best ways to deliver health care is through education. It means that you can delay or prevent a lot of serious health problems later on. You start when children are young. It's a natural thing. You come to school, it's a natural thing. You come to get the checkup, it's a natural thing. And you get a little dose of education along the way. And then it's incorporated into the classroom curriculum. And that we're going to raise a whole other generation of people who will have behavior and habits that are the kind that we want to be proud of. And we will look back one day on a time when childhood obesity was an epidemic, and we'll say, didn't they know in those days that they should have had school-based health centers? And we do know, and you know very well we can prevent this. It takes a whole, it can't be done just in the schools. And sometimes I want to say the families can hardly do it themselves either. We have to really coordinate and support one another, and that's what you're doing here. So, you know, I'm preaching to the choir now, but this whole school is the choir, because your students also know how important it is, the things that you're learning in the classroom that teach you about healthy choices and healthy habits and exercise, but then they get it reinforced here. So it's a win-win. Hopefully now it'll be the standard practice rather than the unusual model. So I salute you. Thankful for the recognition. I'm thankful for the association that is now has this as a California goal. And so, you know, I'm going to really the spring flowers are reminding us it's time to now begin the spring break and to celebrate. I'm going to get a little tour, hopefully, for some before I leave. But thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for allowing us to come and visit today, and happy spring break.
Thank you.